Hey guys, Aaron Cybertron Zeng here, and today I am back with a brand new episode of Road to Ranked, and of course I am using the brand new team that I featured in the last episode. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the last episode. The second game was really absurd, where we pretty much lost the game on timer and our opponent forfeited on the last turn possible. So that was really nuts. But I don't think I played incredibly well in the last one. This team is really new, so I still am learning. But we're going to find Cloud from Italy with a rating of 1532 to kick off this episode. So as if you guys enjoy Road to Rank, please share support by leaving a like in the video. I'd really appreciate it. Cloud's got a really standard team. Kang, Cortana, Landorus, Cress, Feeny, and Heatran. So, how do I want to approach this? Cortana is probably the thing I'm most worried about. Yeah, that's definitely a problem. Might actually be time to bring Gothitelle out. The trap seems really nice. Yeah, I'm gonna go Goth in Coco with Kang in the back. And Azumarill seems decent if I can knock out the Cortana. Snorlax is also decent. Snorlax might be better actually. Yeah, because I can recover. So the idea behind Goth Coco is that if my opponent leads Cortana, I'll trap it in immediately and I can try to nuke it with my special attacks. Because Kang, Azumarill, Snorlax, they all have pretty bad matchups against Cortana. Same as Amoonguss. Maybe I should run HP Fire Amoonguss. But, yeah, with Goth, I'll be able to trap anything in immediately. Coco has the Electrum Z, so I can nuke things. If it is Scarf Landorus, which I'll be able to tell based off Intimidate, I can Protect and Trick Room, and then Helping Hand HPS to knock it out. I can also Helping Hand, T-Bolt to knock out the Cortana immediately. So I've got a bunch of options with this. So we'll see how this works out. Yeah, Kang and Azumarill are just not very good here, unfortunately, only because of the Cortana. If you replace Cortana with anything else, like a Zapdos, I'd consider leading Azumarill. But we're going to get into this one. As always, if you guys enjoy Road to Ranked, please share support by leaving a like. I really appreciate it. Don't remember if I already mentioned that. Sometimes I'll say it, and I think I'll say it again, so sorry about that. It's kind of late right now, but I'm just trying to record a bunch of episodes all at once. Okay, let's see what comes out. It's going to be Goth and Coco on my end, obviously, so I'll be able to get the trap in. I have Helping Hand pressure. It's going to be Kang and Cortana. Okay. I guess this is what I wanted to see. Kind of. No, I would have liked to see Landorus come out instead. I mean, you kind of have to fake out Coco here, so I want to protect turn 1. Yeah, I really want to just Psyshock the Cortana and protect Coco. I'm going to go for that. Psyshock breaks a potential Sash. If you're Kang here, you'd imagine you want to fake out the Coco. But then we have Mind Games the next turn. It's you protect Cortana, because then I can just nuke the Kangaskhan with Helping Hand Z move. And Psyshock would break a potential Sash on Cortana's end. I could just get faked out into Goth right now, but if so, it could read on my opponent's end. That's the Z move. Boom Doom. No fake out from Kangaskhan. Ugh. So that was a good read. We'll see who this goes into. I presume the Goth. I think I'm getting doubled up into Goth, so my opponent played really aggressively, but it worked out. Yeah, I guess my Protect was really obvious. But I do hang on with 6 HP, which is quite clutch. But I might just faint to a double edge here. But he does target Coco. Okay, interesting. Yeah, so that was obviously useless because he didn't have Sash. I want a Trick Room here. Yeah, I want a Trick Room and just nuke the Cortana. The only issue is that Cortana could easily protect right now, and if it does and I called it, then I could Helping Hand Z the Kangaskhan. Oh, I could also Heal Pulse myself, but I'm not sure Z would just knock out Kangaskhan. Yeah, I'm gonna try to nuke Kangaskhan here because I really think Cortana's gonna protect. The only issue is that Cortana is definitely the bigger threat to my team, but if I just attacked into it, well, let's see. All right, let's see. Does card protect? Ah, it doesn't. Okay. That's not fun either. Yeah, because I eliminated Cortana here and I Trick Roomed, then I'd be in a pretty good spot, because you probably knock out my Coco with Kangaskhan, and then I'd have Trick Room up with Snorlax and Gothitelle. Oh, that's a bummer. Oh well. You win some, you lose some. Yeah, I would like consider protecting with Kartana there, but I think that feels like a 50-50. So I get rid of Kane, but that's not really the Pokemon I want to eliminate at this point in the game. It's actually Smart Strike coming out. Okay, that's not going to knock me out. Yeah. So it's probably just Grassium Z with Smart Strike, Leaf Blade, Sacred Sword, Protect. Yeah, I wish I nuked the Kartana there. But if I'm my opponent, I would consider protecting and just double edging Koko. Alright, so Landorus comes out. Now the only question is it Scarf Landorus? That is the billion-dollar question. What do I think? I think it's probably Scarfed. If it's Scarfed, you just protect Kartana. Best play maybe is for me to just switch Gothard into Kang and protect Koko. And if he protects Earthquakes, he's... I guess I haven't revealed HP Ice, though. It's probably better to switch into Kang, though. Yeah, I'm gonna go for that. Maybe I just sack Gothitelle, but then I lose the Trick Room option. Yeah, I'm gonna switch to Kang and protect Koko. And if Kartana protect... Actually... I was thinking, like, you shouldn't Earthquake, because you're locked in against Goth, but then you'd be able to knock out with EQ Smart Strike anyway. So does Kartana protect? No. And it's not Scarfed. Okay. Just Rock Slides. Interesting. Well, I've got Ice Punch, and if it's not Scarfed, then what's stopping me from just T-Bolting Kartana and HP Icing, or sorry, Ice Punching the Landorus? Not much, I think. Although I guess right now I'm making the assumption T-Bolt knocks out Kartana, which it honestly might not. We know it's not Scarfed Kartana, so Landorus isn't Scarfed. Kangaskhan is faster than Landorus, because I'm Jolly max speed, and I've got Ice Punch and I'm not intimidated, so that should just knock out Landorus regardless of what item it has. I guess the only question is, does T-Bolt knock out Kartana? That is frustrating though, because with Goth I could have just Helping Hand HP Ice the last turn. But now that I know Landorus isn't Scarfed, I can play safer. And he actually switches out into Cresselia. Okay. So the name of the game right now is this Kartana. Does Kartana protect? Even if not, I think I'm still in a pretty good position, to be honest. Because I'll get a Thunderbolt off, or it's going to protect. And if it protects, then I can just HP Ice that slot next turn. It doesn't protect. So does Thunderbolt just knock it out? Let's see. Ah, close but not enough. But I get a Paralysis. RNG has definitely been on my side thus far. And the full para. Oh, that sucks. I mean, it was going to get a knockout there. Depending on who would have targeted. That's a nice switch out there. Okay. And Dazzling definitely knocks out Kartana at this point. Yeah, if I just knock out Kartana, I win the game. That's an unfortunate Paralysis. I'm not sure, honestly, how much it mattered, because I still like my positioning. But obviously it makes my life easier. So I'm just going to double edge Cress and Dazzling here. I'll win the game with Snorlax against Cress and Landorus easily. And he doesn't switch out or protect Kartana, so that should be a knockout onto it. Yeah. If he was targeting Kangaskhan, then like the full power really doesn't matter. If he was targeting Koko, then obviously like it'd be a little bit more awkward. But I think I'd still be okay. I do proc Cress Berry, but I'll take that. That's fine. Especially because both of these Pokemon have an Ice-type attack. So if Cress knocks me out, it should knock one thing out. As it does. Psychic into Kangaskhan. Yep, that's fine. Because now I'll bring out Gothitelle. And I can just Helping Hand HP Ice the Landorus. Maybe I want to bring Snorlax out, actually. And HP... Yeah, I'll bring Goth out. Snorlax should be able to 2v1 anyway. Even if for some reason... Like, because it could be Assault Vest Landorus, so I'm not sure Helping Hand HPS would knock out AV Landorus. Actually, I think I did the calc while building the team. It comes down to how much... Like, whether it's, like, AV Landorus with no investment, or AV Landorus with some investment. I could also protect Koko and Psyshock Landorus. That's another option. But you might just Earthquake Ice Beam here, and I'm not sure I could take that. So, yeah, I think I'm going to Helping Hand HP Ice. I know it's not Scarfed, so I'll definitely outspeed it. If it protects, and it actually has Protect, and Koko like gets knocked out by Psychic, then that's fine with me too. I get Snorlax in. Alright, so let's see. This is going to be big. Does 1, Landers protect, and 2, do I get this knockout? Doesn't protect. Doesn't look like it's going to be Yache Berry. And I don't get the knockout. Ugh. But the knockoff comes out, and I don't have a berry. Does Psychic even knock me out? Let's see. No. I think my opponent really should have just Earthquake there. I don't understand the knockoff. Maybe my opponent forgot I didn't have the berry anymore. But even so, I guess with the knockoff, then I actually maybe should have lost this game. So maybe I should have just brought Snorlax out. If I got EQ'd there and Psychicked, then I bring Snorlax out, you just EQ... It'd be really close, I guess. It depends on how much Psychic does against me, but I think this is a game, honestly, I probably should have lost. I'll see if I can get a Heal Pulse off, that'd be cute. But yeah, I think my opponent kind of threw this, to be honest. I think you should definitely Earthquake in that position you're in. I don't understand the knockoff play. Unless you're Oh, actually, I mean, Dazzling should knock out Landers, even though it's AV, right? Okay, yeah, I wasn't sure about that. So now I definitely win the game, but I don't know. I have not been happy with my wins with this team so far. It's not been very clean. Because, let's see if my opponent Earthquakes, then Landers and Cress, you knock off, and you Psychic. But I'm not intimidated, and then I would return to knock out the Landers. So it comes down to, like, maybe around 50% Snorlax against Cress. So I guess I'll see how much return does right now. I'll just trick him for good measure, because I don't want to do any extra damage. I just want to see the damage output of return against Cresselia. Because if it, like, two-shots Cress in the range that it's in, then I definitely win, I think. I get a DC, actually. Is that on my opponent's end? I don't think it was on mine, was it? And my internet was really bad for a couple of days, and I was just, like, constantly DCing, so I wasn't sure. Yeah, I don't know. So we'll get a win there. Looks like it was on my opponent's end, but that was not the finest of games, definitely. The paralysis on Cortana, obviously, kind of unfortunate. And then my opponent just going for the questionable knockoff Psychic play as well. Like, I haven't... We're like 3-0 with this team, but I'm not very happy with any of the wins, really, other than maybe the first one, just because the last two were, like, not very clean. And, yeah, RNG is RNG in Pokemon, but you always want to, like, play the best and, like, be in a position where you don't need the RNG to win. So that game was kind of weird. I made some reads. They didn't work out too well for me. Because had I eliminated Cortana early on, that would have made my life a lot easier. I should probably have an Intimidator on this team, honestly, just because Trappy and Intimidating with Goth is really good. Goth is also a Pokemon that probably likes Protect, but I wanted to try out Heal Pulse with Azumarill and Snorlax specifically. Just haven't been able to actually get any of those off. But we're just going to look for our next opponent now. Yeah, I don't know. That last game, I'm trying to think what I could have done better. I mean, turn 1, my opponent made an incredible read on me protecting the Koko, so I could have just Electrium Z'd the either things, honestly. But I was really worried, obviously, of like a Fake Out into Koko and a Leaf Blade. But I guess thinking about it, like Koko protecting there is highly likely. So, like the read my opponent made was definitely very justified, and I could have maybe counteracted. But I also didn't know what item the Cortana has. That was like the biggest issue. But we're going to get a 1488 opponent from Japan. So steadily climbing through so far. Hopefully we get to the 1600s pretty soon. That's a really interesting team. Typhlosion Golduck. What the heck? Without any fire, like no rain or no sun. And then Raichu Koko. Okay. And then Hitmontop and Salamence. Okay. This is what I call a lot of interesting things all at once. How do I want to approach this? Goth is interesting, because if I set up Trick Room, I would just win. But I don't know if setting up Trick Room is as easy said as done. I'm thinking Kanga's Moongus as a lead with Goth in the back and Snorlax. Yeah, like, Snorlax beats my opponent's entire team. I just need to set up. And I think the only way my opponent really can deny Trick Room is through the Raichu Koko lead. So I'm going to lead something that I think has a decent matchup against Raichu Koko and go from there. I kind of want to lose to like a Typhlosion or a Golduck, but that'd be hype. Fun fact, I actually played in like, it wasn't called Worlds back in 2008, it was called the Video Game Showdown. It was just between 16 players from the US and Japan, but I was a junior back then, so I was in the youngest age group. I actually brought Typhlosion to like the Technical World Championships that year, and it was on a team where we had like Icy Wind support, and then you would just spam Eruption. So, fun throwback. We see Raichu Hitmontop. I will definitely take that, because I feel like this is a relatively free switch-in into my Gothitelle turn 1. Especially with Hitmontop in. Yeah. gonna just Mega Evolve, Fake Out. I could get like Fake Out onto Kangaskhan and then close combated. The other play is I could switch Kangaskhan out into Goth. That might actually be better. And just try to Spore Raichu. It could be Psyche MZ Raichu too. Nope, it switches out. So if Amoonguss isn't getting... Oh, okay. That's a good switch. Ah, I was so close to Sludge Bombing there too. Oh well. Both of these Pokemon will be trapped in now though. And if I came on top close combat, then it's really useless. And it probably should close combat, honestly, here. Yep. Okay. I'm probably just gonna protect Sludge Bomb this turn. Yeah, I'm in a really good spot right now. Because of Rage Powder. Oh, I can't protect. Then I'll Trick Room and Rage Powder. Yeah, that's fine. This is where, like, Gothitelle Trap really comes in. Helping Hand, that's fine. I mean, what is it going to be, a Z move? Even if it's HP Ice, like, that's fine. Z move shouldn't knock me out. That is HP Ice, looks like. Wow, that was pathetic damage. There wasn't anything else my opponent could have done there, though, honestly, so... making the right play, but really not be able to capitalize off it. I'm just gonna Psyshock and Sludge Bomb. Like, this is so good right now for Gothitelle because I trapped Hitmontop in, and Hitmontop does nothing against me. This is the exact kind of game you want with Gothitelle. Yeah, he's gonna help me hand, but Sludge Bomb, Psyshock, I'm pretty sure should knock out Coco. If not, that'll be kind of sad. Because I made this play assume he would knock out. Oh, yeah. I even get a poison, but no, I'm definitely doubling targeting that all the time. Nice. So that's gone. And I got my Trick Room up, and that was the win condition I stated that I needed in the beginning of the game. So I feel really good right now. Like, because Goth and Amoonguss, honestly, is pretty good offensively against my opponent's team. Although there's the Typhlosion, which makes things more interesting. But we know there's... Yeah, with Kang and Snorlax in the back, honestly, I'm just going to... Psyshock, Hitmontop. Actually, how many turns of Electric Terrain are up? Or left? Only 2. I could theoretically switch Amoonguss out. An Eruption shouldn't even knock me out. Yeah, I'm gonna Psyshock. Ooh, I actually kind of want to double up onto a Typhlosion. Because I think it might Eruption me. And Helping Hand Eruption, like, I want Amoonguss to faint now, so I get a free switch it into Snorlax. Yep, there's another Helping Hand, that's fine. Because I still have my Berry on Goth, which is really important. So kind of cool to face off against the Typhlosion. And another poison. Man, I've had very fortunate RNG these last couple of games. Let's see how much this does. That does a ton. Hit Flamethrower, so it doesn't go for an Eruption, but that's fine. I'm totally okay losing Amoonguss, because now I just get Snorlax in. Yeah, I got a crit, but that's cool. Yeah. So... I don't even really need to Belly Drum, honestly. I'm just going to Psyshock Hitmontop and return the Typhlosion. I think my opponent really needed to at least bring Salamence in this matchup. I'm surprised Raichu Coco didn't come out as a lead either. Really surprised about the Hitmontop lead. But, yep, just going to Psychic Return. Close Combat would not knock out Snorlax. I'm not even sure a crit Close Combat would knock me out. I would assume Close Combat does around like 50 to 60%. But I could be wrong then. Maybe I'm underestimating Hitmontop's strength. But no Protect, no Helping Hand, so Return's gonna knock out Typhlosion. Psyshock might just knock out Hitmontop, honestly. Let's see, at -1, maybe. Does it? Almost. And there's the eject button, which is exactly why I did not target that slot at any point. Yeah, but basically, like, the way to play with Gothitelle a lot of the times is if you're able to get your opponent in a position where one Pokemon is absolutely useless, then you can really allow, like, your partner Pokemon, like, for example, Snorlax or Azumarill to set up, which is exactly what I had in mind when kind of constructing this team. So, you know, Pokemon like Hitmontop, yeah, it's really good for Fake Out, but you can't do anything after that, right? You can maybe Feint, Close Combat, that's obviously the only means of offense, really. Although, I did use Stone Edge Hitmontop back in 2012 and 13. But... Goth is really good for trapping things like Hitmontop, like Cresselia, for example. Just these like Pokemon that really like to set up, or just like provide utility while not doing very much. could get double faked out here, but that's honestly fine. Yeah, I'm just gonna knock out Hitmontop because Kangaskhan will knock out Raichu with the double edge. I mean, this game is pretty much over with Snorlax at full health and Gothitelle as well, both of the berries. But I don't think we're going to see a double fake out. I mean, Hitmontop's faking out, so that means Raichu isn't. But that just means I get a knockout. Yeah. I mean, I feel like if you have fake out on Raichu, you should double fake out there. There's a Z move, though. Looks like it's the Raichu Z move as well, which is cool. Yeah, this game was, I mean, it was a really tough matchup for my opponent. I think, like, Koko Raichu, I was thinking made the most sense, which is why I led Kang Amoonguss, because Kang provides an incredible amount of support with Fake Out. You've got the Sludge Bomb from Amoonguss as well. So we're going to see Raichu use this cool Z move animation, but kind of delaying the inevitable here. And I think, honestly, God takes that. Oh, no, it doesn't. Okay. I guess I underestimate how strong Z moves can be. I mean, with the Electric Current was up as well. But my God is super, super bulky. Although this isn't like max HP special defense. I used max HP special defense at Worlds in 2014, specifically for Specs Hydreigon that year. But yeah, I'm just gonna Mega Ball, Fake Out, and return. Not much a Raichu can do against two physically, like very physically strong Pokemon. So, yeah, I don't know what else my opponent could have done, really. Like, I was most afraid of actually have, like, Typhlosion as a lead. If you lead, like, Typhlosion Raichu, then you could fake out my Kangaskhan and just, like, Eruption. So that actually would have been really ugly. Raichu does Protect. Okay, that's fine. Like, just the Electric Current is being stalled out, and you're not going to be able to knock out both King and Snorlax. I guess I should have just double-edged. Because I think Alolan Raichu should get access to Encore as well. But I still don't see how it wins. They get 2-on-1. But double edging probably would have been more optimal. I just kind of want this game to end so I can play a third one for this episode. Just because, yeah, I don't feel like we're 4-0 so far in our games, but we are very low ladder, and I don't think I've played particularly well with any of my games. And no Encore. I believe, like, does Alolan Raichu get access to Encore? I assumed it did, because I know regular Raichu does, but I'm honestly not entirely sure. But Kang double edge, the first one just gets the knockout, because Raichu is so frail. So we do pick up another win, and I'm going to play a third game, I think, just because why not. It's a good game to my opponent there. First game was definitely interesting. I honestly, I'm not sure I should have won that one. I want to redo the calc on HP Ice on AV Landorus, because I thought I saw that if they don't have any bulk, like if it's just AV Landorus with max attack, max speed, you might think, who would run that? But it did get top 8 at the World Championships in 2015, and the AV Landorus I had on one of my previous teams was that, actually, exactly. It was the Charizard Naganadel team. Yeah. Nope, I don't want to save. And let's play one more. Very interesting game so far, though. So we are slowly pushing our way into the 1600s, but I still haven't really gotten any combos off with this team that I really wanted to. Like, I wanted to really show you guys, like, Kang Azumarill sweeps. And the reason, like, so I talked about this a little bit in the last episode, but the reason why I wanted to use this team was because Azumarill had an incredible showing over this. I guess I wouldn't say incredible. But like Sejong Park won a Korean championship with it. It was like a Korean tournament. And then my brother got top 16 at Dallas Regionals with it and went undefeated in Swiss. And they both had all very different takes. So like my team, I actually started with the core that I used in 2015 after Worlds, and I think it was honestly one of the strongest cores around. So the Kang, Azumarill, and Amoonguss is directly from that. I threw on Gothitelle. I had Sylveon on that team back then, but Goth has been one of my favorite Pokemon ever in VGC, obviously because of its ability. And we're actually facing against a really cool team here. Goth, Mawile, Pelipper, Ludi, Kommo, and Koko. So lots of stuff going on that team. How do I want to approach this one? Kang? Kang. Kang Goth? This matchup is fascinating. Like, Azumarill walls Kommo, but I don't have Play Rough. My opponent also locked in really quickly. Maybe you just lead Rain against my team. Do you lead Rain? Because I kind of wanted to go Kang Amoonguss. You know what? Let's go Kang Amoonguss. Kang Amoonguss, Koko, Snorlax. You're thinking, no Azumarill, but there's a Koko, there's a Ludi. I can't actually touch Kommo really very well either. The only reason to bring Azumarill is because if I got the belly drum up, I could take advantage of the Aqua Jet as well. But we're going to find our third game. It's going to be a longer episode, but I did not post for like 2 days, I think. So sorry about that. Just trying to get the team in-game together. I've got a bunch of stuff going on. But yeah, the main thing is just was building the team in-game. So might as well make it up with an extra game. I've been doing 3-game episodes more recently, and people seem to like it, so it's always good. Looks like we do just see Rain come out from my opponent. Okay. So the question is it Waterium Z Ludi? Are you Waterium Z? If you are, could just go for the Z move immediately. I want to knock out Ludi because I'm not nearly as concerned about Pelipper. If we're gonna Mega Evolve, the question is, I could even fake out Ludi if I expect the Water Z. Fake out plus Sludge Bomb might honestly knock out Ludi, but if he just fakes out Amoonguss and I don't fake out Pelipper, that would be bad. I could also double edge either of these. Let me look at the team comp. I don't think he's going to be Z moved. So with that, I'm going to double edge Pelipper. I'm going to double up on Pelipper, actually. Actually, maybe it's just double Z move with Kommo and Ludi. What's ideal for me? I don't know. Fake out into Kang. Or fake out into Amoonguss, actually. He does fake out into Amoonguss. Can double edge just knock out Pelipper? Ugh! Now that's a heartbreaker. That's frustrating. So if I knock out Pelipper there, boy, am I in a good spot. Tailwind doesn't even go up. I got Sludge Bomb pressure against Ludi the next turn. That kind of sucks, but oh well. Such is such. I'm going to switch out into Snorlax and protect this turn. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be... I think it's going to be AV Ludi. So Kang is important to conserve because I get fake out pressure. And I'm stalling out the rain slowly but surely. Oh man, double edge came so close. That's heartbreaking, but oh well. Alright, just a Hydro Pump coming out. That's fine. Hurricane. Yeah, into Amoonguss. That's fine. Could recycle here. I'm gonna recycle. Hurricane shouldn't knock me out. I don't really need Amoonguss that much in this matchup, do I? Not really, yeah. I'm gonna recycle and go for the knockout onto the Pelipper. Because if I get the knockout, I don't think Hurricane would knock me out. I think it actually should put me in berry range. Unfortunately for me, my opponent has hit both Hydro Pumps. Missing there would have been really fortunate, but that's fine. I mean, it's just going to heal me back to exactly where I was, and I'll be able to get the recycle off. And yep, there's a Hurricane. I can contemplate switching out into Coco, but I think I should survive this. Nice. No confusion. Why do I jinx myself? Please. Amoonguss, you can do it. You're a strong, independent Amoonguss. So I'll get my recycle off. I'm basically stalling out Rain right now in Tailwind. Please, 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 please. Nice. Good, Amoonguss. Okay, so Pelipper is gone. Shuts down Rain. I feel like I'm playing the GBA right now thinking about Pelipper and conserving Rain. Wow, my opponent actually brought Kommo. Crap. That's really bad. I guess I have Coco. You need to double up on Amoonguss right now. I'm gonna recycle and Spore. Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna you should Ice Beam and Z move. Yeah, I'm not gonna survive that Z move. And I get frozen, but nah, what can I complain about? The thing is, though, I still have got Coco, which can obviously just Dazzle and Gleam. I guess I really should have just protected Amoonguss there. Like, what's the benefit of not protecting, right? Yeah, protecting a Amoonguss and switching into Azumarill, or sorry, into Kommo-O would have been a way better play. That was just not good on my end. Like, that was really bad on my end, actually. Oh well. Yeah. Okay. The most tilting thing right now would be if Amoonguss were to survive this, but there's no way it does. Watch it survive, and then me not on thaw. Yeah, I wasn't gonna survive that. Oh boy, 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 oh boy. Yeah, I guess like the main reason I was scared of switching out was if my opponent actually made the call and Hydro Pumped and just knocked out Kommo-O. Tailwind's gone. I'm gonna bring out my Kommo-O. I'm gonna protect this turn because I believe that stalls out the last turn of rain. Does Kommo-O just fighting type attack me into Snorlax? I could survive a Hydro. I don't know if I survive Hydro. That's the main question. Because I'm contemplating just Dazzling here. But the thing is, by stalling out Rain, I at least will be faster than Ludicolo for sure. Okay, but what does he have in the back? Probably Mawile, right? If it's Mawile, I think I might need to pull the trigger here and just attack with Kommo-O. Return. Alright, I pulled the trigger. I don't know if I like that play. Kommo-O could protect here too. Oh. Yeah, that's really bad. Miss. Nope. Oh, that just one-shots me. Then I really should have protected. Yeah, I didn't think that would knock me out. I kind of threw that. That was bad on my end. I'm kind of disgusted by that. I just thought protecting with Kommo-O was so obvious. Yeah, if I protected, I'd be in a really solid spot, actually, maybe. I'll try to think about if there was any reason to make the play that I did, because I think that was a really bad play. I guess I have to go for a Belly Drum setup at this point, maybe. Yeah, I'm going to fake out Belly Drum. Kommo probably has a fighting type attack, but I don't think I have any other way out. If it's like Focus Blast, I have to hope that he just misses it. I just hit every Hydro Pump, but that's not something I can really complain about. Alright, Snorlax is set up now. Because if it is like Focus Blast Kommo, and he actually goes for it on Snorlax and misses, I would actually just win the game. But I think you should probably go for the Dragon type attack here if you're him. And that should knock out Kangaskhan, yeah. So, I'm gonna return. Double Edge. Yeah, it's just a really big shame I didn't knock out the Pelipper turn 1. I don't know, maybe it's just Eevee to survive that. That would make sense. But the play where I didn't protect Kommo-O, that was, oh, it's close combat. Does that knock me out, actually? Ah, it does. Okay, good game. Yeah, I really needed to just protect Kommo-O that turn. If I protect Kommo-O, then he's in Dazzling Gleam KO range the next turn. But like I said, I just thought that was way too obvious of a play, so like trying to get a little bit too fancy, but it didn't really work out too well. I was looking at Double Edge Ludi on the first turn instead of Pelipper, but I did want to get rid of Pelipper sooner than later, just because it was kind of annoying to deal with. So I don't know whether that was a low roll, whether it was Eevee to survive or whatever, but ultimately the one really bad play I made was the turn where I just attacked with Kommo-O, because that was super bad. I'm not sure I could have even won this given the resources my opponent had. So maybe Goth actually would have been a decent pick here. But that was just really well played by my opponent overall, I thought, and I just blundered a little bit. Close combat also coming in clutch there instead of having to rely on like Focus Blast, which I think Kommo-Os often carry as well, but not entirely sure. So we're gonna get 2-1 here. So 4-1 with the team so far, but it really feels like it should be like 2-3, because a couple of those wins feel like not really the best like played on my end, and this definitely a loss that I can take away a lot from, but a really fun one definitely. Yeah, it's just a shame I couldn't knock out Pelipper turn 1 there. The thing I do, the course of the game just is so different, because then Amoonguss doesn't take any damage. It still has the berry, so then I can just Spore, and that's the biggest deal. And Tailwind doesn't go up either. So turn 1 really dictated a lot of the course of the match. I could have faked out the Pelipper potentially as well, but I thought Double Edge maybe just gets the knockout. So that's a calc I wasn't too sure of. Now I know Pelipper definitely can survive that. So that's good to know. And if I could redo it, yeah, I'd probably fake out Pelipper turn 1 and then just go for a Double Edge. Because, I like I said, I guessed it wasn't Z Ludi. And if you're AV, Hydro Pump will knock me out. So that I could have done differently. And then playing better with Coco in like that turn where I just lost it to Hydro Pump, that was really bad. So I wasn't sure whether it would knock me out or not. And then the other turn was also just like not protecting Amoonguss and switching Snorlax out into Coco. So a lot of blunders, honestly. But yeah, I am newer with the team, so hopefully I can learn from these and just make better plays in the upcoming episodes and games. But yeah, it's going to be it for this one, guys. Thank you guys, as always, for watching. If you enjoyed, please share support by leaving a like, and I'll catch you guys next time. All right, peace.